however, I've managed to have a shave. That I'm quite happy with. So although I've not worked out in the gym in months, I've managed to have a shave today and had a shower today. However, officers are still relativising sorry into an institutional self. Not a chance on this planet I can get a girlfriend or anything of that nature because they've pulled my power out. I've not been in work in 6 years. I'm about to sign off the job centre for frequent messing around complaints. But this isn't just a job centre, it's in the libraries, it's in the gym, it's in the streets, it's with the council, it's in work or employment or education. It's in every aspect of my life. I've been incriminated. The job centre have recently complained and started an argument and thrown me out for the second time or third time. I'm sick to death of it. It's in every aspect of my life. I'm walking down the street and getting bombarded with accusations or being incriminated. Literally incriminated in the street. Literally, no joke, incriminated in the street. That's how bad it is when police officers or probation officers misuse institutionalisation and they make it their job to incriminate you. I'm by no means whatsoever saying that the system conspires against you. But all I can say is a lot of out of conform incrimination happens regularly, whether you're a criminal or not, if you've got bloodlines that the system doesn't want. So if you've got genetics your system doesn't want, you will find that you are frequently incriminated or frequently a victim of out of conform behaviour that cannot be answered for, that doesn't work in conjunction with your power. You might just find that you randomly get thrown out of the library. You might just find that you randomly get thrown off the council list. You might just find that you randomly get an application sent back that shouldn't be sent back. You might just find that the job centre advisor randomly throws you out, which you might find slightly hasty. You might find, like I've got on my channel, the McDonald's staff pull the stickers off your Monopoly drink for no reason. You might find that the gym randomly locks you out of the gym for no apparent reason. You might find that the council have thrown you off the council list for no reason whatsoever, that you cannot answer for, and there's no explanation for it. You might find, like what I found the other morning, a police officer outside your tent saying that a member of public's called them thinking that somebody's dead. That's what you might find. You might find frequent out of character behaviour of that nature or of that description on a day-to-day basis that's not answered for. There's no reason for it. It doesn't happen like that. I am not a master sociologist. I am not a social interaction expert by no means, but I've been around a bit. I've been on this planet now for 32 years in a couple of weeks. I've been on this planet and I've seen a lot of stuff in my life that's out of conform to what society is, and frequently it's the misuse of institutionalisation, incriminating somebody to be used against you in the system. Like I've said, you might get thrown out of a bar for not, the reason might not be sufficient, or the reason might be not unbeknown to you. You might see, like what I've done. Here's an example. Here's a great example of this. And this is a really fantastic example. In my local gym that I joined up to, they started locking me out of the gym for no apparent reason. And the initial instinct I had is the fact that the payment's obviously not been successful, so they're locking me out because I've not paid the bill. But that's not the case. That turned out not to be the case. They started locking me out because I'd been in there using the apparatus and not put the weights away, so they'd started locking me out on their own. They'd not sent me a message or anything. They'd not sent me a warning or a letter or made this clear. They have got letters around saying don't leave the weights around, but they started locking me out of the gym, and then they eventually suspended my membership for leaving the weights out. That's what I ended up finding out after I emailed them asking them why, right? So then I entered the gym and started taking photos of all the weights that had been left out other than the ones I'd left out, and within the first month I'd probably gathered over 100, potentially 300 photos. Well over 100 photos, potentially 300. That's my estimation. If not, I could have got that many. You know what I mean? In a month I could have got well over 100 photos, potentially 300 photos of left out weights, very similar to the weights I'd left out, if not more severe due to the magnitude of weights being left out. Therefore, I couldn't figure out why I had been kicked out of the gymnasium or banned and suspended, but the amount of weights I found out must have been equivalent to potentially 50 other people leaving weights out. That means they must have, by their ruling or by their law, by their way of doing business, by their way of life, or by their eagerness to keep the gym weight clean and weight free, they must have suspended 50 other people. That's that must have happened, because there's that many. Within 1 month of me getting suspended, I could potentially have gathered over 100 to 300 photos of weights being left out. That means, just at an estimate, I guess that must be 50 people, 20 to 50 people, for example, right? That must mean they must have suspended 20 to 50 people. I can guarantee they haven't done that. So what you'll find is, when you've got bloodlines that capitalism doesn't want, you'll find yourself being on the receiving end or being a victim of frequent victimization. You'll find yourself a victim of accusations. You'll frequently, and I mean frequently, be incriminated in everyday life, even in just walking around the street doing a bit of shopping. I've seen videos online recently of popular TikTok stars and stuff just doing a bit of shopping in the local supermarket, and the guards have obviously accused him of shoplifting or whatever and confronted him, and it turns out he hadn't done anything wrong. And it's something not particularly of that, it's something I can relate to, not in relation to in shops, although that has happened to me. But you find that you're a victim of that kind of stuff in everyday life, whether it's the council, whether it's, like I've said, the gym, like I've just said, police officers turning up at your tent randomly. I've been in a tent now for 18 months and never once have I been approached by a police officer that entire time, other than the other morning randomly shouting through the tent saying that they've had complaints somebody's dead. I'm obviously alive. Obviously made it clear to the individual or the officer that I'm alive. Like, they have no reason to express this concern, and I haven't given any evidence any different today or that morning than what I have for the 18 months. There's no reason to express this concern. I've not give him any reason to suggest I'm dead. Like, it's just another incrimination that they can put in the system. It's a joke. All I can say is 22nd of December, been in the gym, done nothing again, not done a sufficient workout in months in the gym, but I have had a shave and I have had a shower. But I mean, I'm still being bombarded with accusations, still in absolute crippling agony. I was in that much pain this afternoon, I didn't think I'd even get in the shower because of the agony I was in, physical agony because of the suppression on my organs. It's really painful. That's my power into sorry. So I have to live, my entire life revolves around officers relativising sorry with my power. So my power to go out and get married, get children, it's gone. They've internalised it into sorry. My power to go out and buy an house or get children or have a girlfriend, all the nice feelings you get, they've turned it all lot of it into an officer relativising sorry all day. So my entire life, or my power to go out and do anything, I'm in crippling agony here, man. This is illegal. The thing is, you get arrested or you get locked up and probably get a significant sentence if you put somebody through this kind of agony. I am absolutely in pain and agony with all my power pulled out, which is the worst feeling ever. It's been all day since the second I woke up, like it is yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 8 years ago. Every single day in an institutional cell they've been pulling my power out. I can't speak correctly, I can't move. I've just been sat in the library, then at the computer doing an Amazon parcel, and all my power's being pulled out and I'm in absolute agony. It's the worst feeling alive. All your power getting pulled out, relativising what you want. I can't speak correctly, can't talk correctly. Like I said in the previous video, I made a video on this channel in August 2020, which is over 4 years ago, saying I'm in a brain dead, mindless state, and all we've done since then, every single second, every day, is carry on doing it. So I'm still losing every day of my life and I'm in a worse state now. I've been homeless for 17 months. It's absolutely disgusting. I've lost every single second every day from creating their own punchbag, costing me my life, relativising liar, relativising go guilty, and relativising rubbish for an institutional self. Liar, go guilty, and sorry for an institutional self. It's crippling and agonising, and if you did this to somebody, you get jail.